Miguel Cole here with a new episode of NXT with MC and a little bit of CruiserWeight. Not because little, but because there's only a little bit of CruiserWeight to cover. Okay, so let's start with NXT, shall we? So NXT opens up with TM61 versus Tony Nese and Ariya Daivari from the CruiserWeight Classic. Now, I wonder who's going to win this one. The new team of the CruiserWeight Classic guys who've never teamed up before? Or TM61, the Australian team that's been teaming up for years? This is what I'm talking about. We got to think here. Okay, well anyway, Tony Nese, he is a beast. And Daivari, he is a mouse. So, of course, TM61 defeated the one-sided team with the Thunder Valley. It was impressive, but again, it's like a handicap match. Okay, then we have Asuka backstage with Tom Phillips. Asuka, the NXT Women's Champion, is very, very happy she beat Bayley. And she says that the crowd in Brooklyn was crazy. And she says, you know, Bayley has a lot of heart, but I fight hard. Okay? And she says no one is ready to fight Asuka. Well, I have to disagree, because this next match with Leah Vaughn versus Ember Moon, I think somebody's ready, and it's not Leah Vaughn. Okay, so there, Leah Vaughn, she definitely didn't win this match. Ember Moon, those red eyes, they're scary. And I can see her fighting Asuka and scaring Asuka. You know, they say no one can scare Asuka, but I think Ember Moon, I think she could do it. So yeah, so Ember Moon, she wins with her top rope, twisting, jumping stunner. It is very impressive. Wow, I can't wait to see that match. Ember Moon versus Asuka? Wow. Okay, then we had Andrade Cien Almas versus Austin Aries. Now this was a great back and forth match, and it should have been the main event of NXT, but it wasn't. These two are definitely future NXT champions. Almas had one slip up though, as he went for a Hurricanrana, and he got powerbombed, and he tapped out to the last chancery, giving Austin Aries the win. Wow, Austin Aries is going he's on a big roll right now. I think we should call him Butter. And then, what is with these sanity vignettes? It's very creepy, and I don't understand it. We'll find out, though, in the future. But it is really creepy. And then the main event. And when I say main event, I mean the lame event. As we have Steve Cutler versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Wow! Steve Cutler! Who is Steve Cutler? Now, we've seen Steve Cutler a couple of times on this show. And you know what? He's not good. And of course, Shinsuke Nakamura wins. And Samoa Joe was on commentary. And after Nakamura wins, he looks up at Samoa Joe. And Samoa Joe leaves. What's up with that? I don't know. So yeah. So we'll be back to cover the CruiserWeight Classic after these messages. Hey David, why are you driving so fast? I want to see the new episode of the Wrestling POV podcast. You should slow down, we're gonna crash. But Rick Serrano III, he just started his fantasy bracket. We gotta see who's in it. And we are back. Okay, before we get into the CruiserWeight Classic, I just want to apologize. On the new episode of the Wrestling POV podcast, I said this week we're going to get down to the final two. However, it is the final two matches of the quarterfinals is what I meant. Okay, so let's get into the CruiserWeight Classic. We have Zack Sabre Jr. from England versus Noam Dar from Scotland or Israel. He's from one of those two. He claims both of them. Okay, so I do not like Noam Dar. He is the youngest, and he shows that he's the most inexperienced. The crowd and commentary team was really into this match, but I wasn't. The best part of the match was when Zack Sabre applied a crazy armbar with his legs, handcuffing Noam Dar, that he had to verbally tap. Wow, do you know what that's like to verbally tap out? Say, I give up, I give up, I give up, I give up, I give up. That's embarrassing. So Zack Sabre Jr., he goes to the semifinals. Oh my goodness. Okay, and then the last match of the quarterfinals, this is to get into the final four. We have Rich Swann from the USA versus TJ Perkins from the Philippines. Can you handle it? Can you handle it? Can you handle it? Can you handle it? I can't help it. That's what I can't do. So, two guys who like to put on a show. Perkins, he knocked down Swan, and he hit the dab. And then Rich Swann, he was angry. He was like, no, you didn't. So then Rich Swann knocks him down, and he starts to dance. He's like, can you handle it? And then he hits the dab. I was like, oh my goodness. This is going to be a dance battle. But I guess the new thing is to sell injuries for every match. Because Rich Swann buckled his knee and sold the injury throughout the match. He had to improvise, and he used some powerful moves, but it wasn't enough as TJ Perkins wins via knee bar. I was like, oh my goodness, not Rich Swann. He was so good. I'm going to really miss him. I mean, come on, man. I really liked him, Mr. Rick. Yeah, I really liked him too. But I really liked him. I did too. No, but I really liked him. All right, yes, I guess you did. Okay, so yeah, so Rich Swann is out, and the crowd, they were booing, and they started chanting, bull, shh. I'm not going to finish that because that's a bad word, and we don't say bad words on this show. Well, we have it down to the final four now. We have Kota Ibushi, Gran Metalik, Zack Sabre Jr., and TJ Perkins, all in the final four. And the next week is the finals. The final week is going to be a live show of the CruiserWeight Classic. We're going to find out who is going to be the winner of the CruiserWeight Classic next week. Oh my goodness, this is crazy. Be sure to check out NXT with MC next week because you know why? We're going to find out who the winner is. You don't want to miss it. Also, check out the new episode of the Wrestling POV podcast. It's on iTunes, YouTube, and Podbean for free. Oh my goodness, free. Free is better than $1. It's better than 50 cents. It's free. Oh my goodness. All right. So that's the end of NXT with MC and a little bit of Cruiserweight. Not because of little, but because of only a little bit of Cruiserweight to cover. Adios.